I think it's really evolved from almost a human resources type of function to a cross-culture among the entire organization function. So that's where legal gets involved with finance and with other parts of the organization where it used to be more just employee-centric.
If you talk to people that work in the compliance field several years ago, I think you very often hear, well, I'm a lawyer that does ethics and compliance. I'm an HR professional that does ethics and compliance. I'm an auditor that does ethics and compliance. And I think right now what you're starting to see more and more of is people saying, I do ethics and compliance. It's really becoming its own defined discipline.
You can't just have policies and procedures that have maybe some accountability and training and expect everybody to do the right thing. You have to make sure that you're going after compliance, that you are operationalizing compliance, and that you're able to demonstrate that you are doing what you need to be doing.
Compliance has now become more integrated within the business. It is forced to become proactive, not reactive.
We're going to find that culture really drives a lot of the issues that come up, and we need to focus on culture. We need to focus on retaliation and the fear of retaliation inside corporate organizations.
I think that you'll see more of a global context in compliance, especially with smaller companies. They are branching out into other regions around the world, and so I think you'll see more of that global imprint.
More and more, you'll really see the ethics and compliance field norming up around a common set of standards, and I think really importantly, a common vocabulary for defining what it does. I think for quite a while, lawyers have come to ethics and compliance using legal terms, auditors come using auditing terms, other professionals bring the terms from their discipline, and I think what I really see going on right now is a coming together and a gelling around a common set of vocabulary, set of terms for speaking about ethics and compliance within organizations.
There's going to be an increased use of technologies within the compliance function. Federal regulators expect that you understand the business processes and the technologies that exist, and that you're able to take the information from different systems and connect it in order to identify areas of non-compliance. That's really a challenge for compliance officers because they need to become savvy with information technology systems.
The amount of overlap of regulations between various agencies and various countries, if you're an international company, is only going to intensify. How the business operates, what its systems can handle, it's going to become even more integrated with compliance. So a compliance officer is going to have to be more embedded with the business than ever before.
I think compliance expectations internally have shifted because there's a greater understanding that compliance failures are directly related to reputational failures, which impacts market price, financial value of the company. Externally, because of our new capabilities and technology capabilities, there's an expectation from the regulators that you understand your data, that you understand your business, and therefore you're capable of putting in place controls and knowing when things go wrong.
The government, of course, needs companies to self-enforce and self-monitor, so they're putting additional obligations on companies to do just that.
The SEC has made it very clear that it will hold gatekeepers accountable. And compliance officers are seen as critical gatekeepers, not only as someone who just does what they're supposed to do, but someone who gives advice that helps the business maintain its integrity as well as its business operations.